double-edged. So we'll see how this OD ends up working in this game number 1 of the best of 3 between Soggy Mitts and the meme regime.
All right, so I think because you love the memes so much, I think I'll go ahead and introduce the mittens, or yeah, go ahead and get the mittens in here. All right, so we're gonna have Futse on Drow Ranger, Frugos, I believe that's how you say it, on the Lion. Zero is gonna be standing in on the Centaur. Reaper is gonna be on the Dazzle, and finally, if I can read his name, for some reason I just can't get the motion right. Help me out here, WWD.
That is WWD 40.
All right.
And here for the meme
On the
regime on the
OD.
dire side, we've got G. He was the birthday boy yesterday. Happy birthday to G. He's playing the Elder Titan. Yeah, the Brazilian phenom. It's gonna be Zingle playing the Juggernaut, already going for the Blade Fury. We'll see if he manages to feed this match. T1E playing the Queen of Pain in the mid lane, hoping for a good start. Darkseer. That's gonna be Mister, one of my favorite players. He's gonna be in the off lane. And finally, Kim Jong-il. He's sponsored by me. I hope he does well enough. That's gonna be him on the Warlock.
You have your name on there.
He did it himself, okay?
Oh, that's awesome.
I did not. I'm not even paying him, to be quite honest.
This is great. Does he have a photo like you have a photo of why can't I remember his name right now? That DC owner. Oh, Suns fan, of course.
Oh,
yeah.
he should.
Is he Suns fanning you?
He should be Suns fanning me.
Is he Pythian fanning?
Pith fanning? I don't know. It doesn't really lend itself well. I mean, if you have a Suns fan, if you have fan in a guy's name, it's pretty easy to fan yourself with it.
It's more like fanception, basically, at this point. It's just getting a little redundant. All right, so we were kind of talking. Soggy's got some really solid performances lately. They've only played a few games. Let's put it, to be fair, TI happened and all that. There's a lot of downtime. They have gotten a few matches under their belts, but they did get 2-0'd by Echo Fox. I don't know. Do you think that's going to affect their momentum in this series at all?
There were a couple of things that could have happened in that game. I unfortunately did not get to watch it because no one was casting it. But, you know, Echo Foxes, they're actually an extremely good team. They split a series 1-1 with the meme regime earlier in the season. So maybe that means that Soggy Mitts might not be so strong here. But the thing is that those matches took place before TI. So, and I think at that point, meme regime's drafts were a little bit better. So we'll see if we got the same sort of thing happening here. They've gone for a very massive team fight strategy, and it's going to have to be enough to knock down Soggy Mitts here as they go for some early push.
One thing worth mentioning with the Wombo Edge that you were talking about. By the way, G over here is going for a courier snipe with as a melee. I don't know if this is going to work out for him or not, but we'll see how long he winds up being on the map. They did have a ward in the mid here. I don't know if they managed to actually see him while we were doing our introductions. I guess we're going to find out in a minute or two. This is a ballsy move to do this with melee. And Zero's nearby too to lend a hand.
Yeah, he's got boots. So he was just waiting for the early salve pickup. Once the mid picks up the rune, usually they'll send out a salve to themselves, but knowing that a hero could easily be going for a snipe, they just kind of wait on it, and he's forced to back up. Now, doesn't want to wait there for too long.
Alright, so Futse pretty much being left to his own devices here, going straight to the...
Ooh, the stomp on the Frugos in the mid lane, and T1E easily gets the first blood. The Lion, he was a bit too aggressive and was not expecting the Elder Titan to be around the corner.
Nice combo there. It's going to be first blood for them. First 10 kills, no idea who's going to get that.
You know, honestly, I think that Soggy Mid should get the first 10 kills, as long as they don't give too much up in these lanes. But the early kill on the Lion to T1E, that's not a good start for them.
Alright, so we still have a Warlock hanging around low end of level 1 here.
G putting the staple gun into WWD again. He doesn't have an orb or anything, but it does feel like it as he's got boots on, just chasing down the OD.
2-on-1 again. They're going to bring in some help. Bring in Frogos here. He's waiting in the wings. Not sure if they see him yet. There we go. He's going to get some spike.
He does attack him now. Centaur for some reason decides to die. G chased out of the mid lane by the Lion. Doesn't want to get too close to him. T1 is just going to get some harass. Earthspike onto G, the birthday boy. He's feeling pretty good. I once had a couple drinks in his house.
He's
Frugas
getting
is just
hammered
gonna
here.
keep
That extra
chasing him
drow
down.
aura. That Drower is really putting a pounding on him. He's got the stomp back up.
Yeah, just cancel that one right away. I mean, if the Lion had kept pursuing that, he would have had some help from the Darkseer there as well. He was on very low health, but maybe could have put in a couple of punches to kill the Lion. It's a little bit more difficult for him to focus on 2 heroes. Interesting to me that OD has not skilled any into Astral Imprisonment for now. He could use that to dodge some daggers, but deciding that's not really worth it right now.
He is holding on to a point in case he needs to use it for an escape, especially being around under half your hit points right now. It's a good move, especially with the possibility of a blink scream trying to get a finishing blow on you. He's just holding on to it right now, but we kind of saw the other day, he had a Darkseer that was trying to run away, but he also managed to get a level at the same time. So instead of using his Surge to get himself out, he wasted precious like microseconds skilling up the Surge, and that actually was what wound up getting him killed. So hopefully, if he's in a jam, he won't be too busy trying to get that imprisonment to save himself.
Even with the Drow aura on his side, WWD is having a very difficult time in the mid lane. And Lion will get a stun on T1. He goes for the courier a little bit. Is he able to get it? He misses uphill. Frugos, he tried to go for the plays, but instead ends up with the feeds again. Another kill to T1 on mid.
I can't blame him for trying. I mean, you literally have a 3 out of 4 chance of hitting that. 25% miss chance going uphill. He just didn't get lucky.
And after a couple of moments in the offlane #jungle, Mister's made his way back over to bottom, decided that the jungle farm isn't that good for him, didn't really go for an Iron Talon early, so he'll get his soul ring bought up now, delivered by the courier soon.
That's generally what you find. Yeah, you generally wind up seeing an offlaner kind of poke his head out here, try to get some easy experience from time to time, and as they start to get keen to what's going on, you immediately just duck your head back down. Kind of playing whack-a-mole. I think we had a Darkseer whack-a-mole joke about a week ago or something like that, but I'm not gonna go ahead and bring that back yet.
That's okay.
You better
thank you
like
for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we'll try to keep this as Pythian's very anti-dad puns, so we'll try to keep him off his stream. Try to respect his stream a little bit more. I know that's totally my thing though.
I just make fun of people, so if you do that, you're gonna get the full wrath.
There's a smoker on the top rune here. Here comes your boy.
Oh yeah, G. He's got the stomp. It hits on the WWD. That's kind of why you would want to skill up the Astral Imprisonment. But right now, there's no ultimate yet for T1E, so they'll just slow down WWD for a little bit more and lose out on the gank because they didn't have really too much control at all.
I think it's worth mentioning later on in the game, we might see some actually decent saves just off of the Healing Ward and the Shadow Word combo. I mean, those two create such a nice...
Stomp on the top lane. Frugos, he tries to go towards it, but Zingle is ready with the Blade Fury. Whoa. Blade Fury was on cooldown, but Zingle might be trying to dive.
There he goes.
He's going to go for Frugos. He needs to switch the aggro. He does. He gets it over to the range creep and kills the Lion. That's really the danger of leaving a support in his off lane. I mean, your Centaur is inside the jungle, but a Lion, very easy to kill for the Dire side. So the first 3 kills is on the side of Meme Regime.
Great aggro control and great situational awareness with that. I mean, he was totally bone zone if he didn't do that.
Well,
meanwhile, it's...
I think that's a normal play, honestly. Like, he should be switching the aggro there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just, just a testament to how, just the kind of things that you wind up doing that wind up just becoming reflex over time in competitive Dota. Those of you guys that are watching right now and are thinking about doing that kind of thing, it's just practice until it literally becomes muscle memory. And it's nice to see Meme picking up 3 kills to nothing right now. We were sort of kind of having our doubts before the game started. As far as I know you're rooting for your boys. Your heart was saying go Memers, but I think your head was saying Soggy, right?
Yeah, kind of coming into this thought that Soggy Mitts would be winning. But, Meme Regime, they're looking very good, and I think this is a draft that they can work with.
Yeah, you said the draft was their big weakness, and I honestly think this is a pretty solid draft. It's good for counter initiation. It's very cooldown dependent, though. Let's see how they wind up playing with that. Commend the Radiant Creeps. They're doing work here.
Well, the neutral creep's getting 2 kills on the center is pretty good. Stomp, it doesn't hit on anything, and Dazzler's here invisible on the mid lane. T1 is ready. He has the Sonic Wave available, and Lion's made his way here as well. They don't know that Dazzle is here, and he hasn't skilled up the bad touch, as you call it. G just waiting on the high ground. They turn T1 into a fish, but there's going to be no help. G has to get away. There's no way they can help the Queen of Pain there.
There was a smoke at some point in there, wasn't there? I could have sworn someone had smoked into this. Actually, was it Reaper that was invis on the Dazzle? Kind of
Yeah,
hiding out
Dazzle was
underneath?
invis. He had the invis
Yeah,
rune from
okay.
bottom.
All right, so that will put Soggy on the board. Meanwhile, we got Footsie. We haven't really said much about him. He's going to have a Dragonlance done fairly soonish here. He's already getting some decent chunks on this bottom tier 2 tower, bottom tier 1 tower, down to about half. And there's not much time until Soggy become online. Their draft is still pretty strong, too. They've already got Stampede. They can bring that. You can use that to
Ooh,
start
Surge
saving
on
people.
T1E
So
going for Futsa. They have the Sonic Wave available, but he's been silenced. Futsa, though, there's no way he gets out of this one. Ion Shell hat on T1E, and Darkseer finds the kill.
timely haste rune right there. Just went on, got on the backside. Nice, easy solo kill. Futsa got a little complacent and
Was that a
up
haste
top.
rune?
Felt like a haste rune.
He
She
surged him
really was
in.
moving.
Yeah, the,
Alright, I'll just
the
call it a haste
Darkseer. Okay, mobile haste rune
the
from the
surge.
Darkseer. The center is going to go in. Zingle once in again. Doesn't get the spin off, but the beautiful stomp on the 3. Now Zingle tries to back away. Are they going to be able to chase him down? He's trying to run. He got 4 seconds left on the phase boost to get out. And 0. He's not got any chase on this anymore. Can the purple Hadouken finish him off? Not just yet. Zero's chasing down G. He's got another stomp available. He's going to try to put it out. He does not get the Centaur stomp off, but the stomp from G does hit. Zingle uses the healing word on the high ground, and he's out of mana. He needs a lot more to be able to get to his ultimate, which is something that might be able to turn this round.
Decision making from Zingle's been really good this match. Just the ability to recognize if I stop to drop the healing word for even a split second, I am probably dead. So he just goes ahead and just keeps on just running as fast as his little feet can take him, and he winds up surviving.
I don't know though. Like I have to flame Zingle. Shallow Grave on 0 keeps him alive for a little bit more. Ooh, Double Edge not gonna be able to guard off because there's the Omnia Slash. Takes down 2. Just as I was about to flame him, he picks up a double kill with the help of G.
And it turns out, because of those kills, he might actually get his Battle Fury in a timely enough manner that he can handle this Drow strat. He can at least ride out the storm on this Drow strat and get some work done later. They needed those 2 kills if they're going to go for the Battle Fury. So this is going to keep them in it.
There's so much wave clear for the meme regime right now. Like they can put Ion Shell on some creeps. Queen of Pain, it's got a lot of burst damage. Juggernaut, I don't know if I would want to go in against a Drow strat with just a Blade Fury, but also you have the Elder Titan to just stomp and put his Spirit on creeps. So I don't even think the push is that scary here for Soggy Mitts.
And a counter initiation for meme. I mean, this great draft with the... I mean, we're going to have the bomb, the Chaotic Offering. We're going to have that really soon. So once they start going on these towers... Oh, down bottom.
Yeah,
It's another solo pick, another 2-man pick off right there.
Yeah, again, T1E coming in with Mister to finish off the kill there. Doesn't even use the Sonic Wave. He's still got that ultimate.
Zingle pushing up towards this tower up top here. 0. Has even... I don't even think he's stampeded once.
He's found Reaper. He did stampede over on the top lane.
Ah, okay. Another surge as their queen will return to the mid lane.
Yeah, he was searching for the Dazzle there. Did find him, but just the vision a little bit tough for him to work with in the jungle. Gives a nice bottle charge over to Mister.
So during this rotation, they will get their ult on the Warlock. So about the same time Soggy are coming online, ready to do some stuff. Mima ready to go head to head with them, but it needs to be under a tower so they can kind of get things condensed and really drop that bomb to max effect, especially with the vacuum wall too. It's all about position for meme.
He's got some pretty good damage right now, over 150 per auto attack, but he still hasn't finished his Dragonlance, so he's going to get a little bit close to this tier 1 tower before he's able to take it down. And Warlock, he's waiting in the wings here. He's walking past the Ancients right now. The Spear's going to come through. Is he going to be able to get a good stomp off? It's going to not hit on anything. It's just completely off the mark. Veil of Discord onto Frugos. He's going to try to TP away. Is he going to make it? Yes, he will. But meanwhile, elsewhere on the map, Juggernaut, he's killed the Centaur. Solo kill on top. And Zingle creating space. Meanwhile, on bottom, T1E's been silenced. He's not going to be able to get away because the stomp doesn't hit enough. But there's a vacuum into the rock. They drop it down. Futsa, he's going to get graved up. Now he's possibly going to be able to get some good frost arrows. G getting chased down. He does get killed. And Kim Jong-il, oh, he surged, but it doesn't matter at all. Futsa, don't get hit by that Warlock one, but they've just got so much kite. They take a 3 for 1 over at bottom, and Futsa has to stop getting hit by those creeps because he might kill his OD fairly soon.
Yeah, that was ballsy to go ahead and turn around like that. Like you said, dropping the rock and then getting the link, so to speak, the fatal bonds on him, just amping up the damage. running away wasn't going to do much good, so they went ahead and turned it back around and put out a brutal crossfire between OD and a Drow, and that just was enough to cut him down this early in the game. The Dragonlance did arrive about the same time that fight broke out, so that helped them out a lot. But nice turnaround by Soggy.
Yeah, they were just underestimating the frost arrows there a little bit. Surge and an Earthspike on Mister. He's got a finger available. Does Lion decide to use it? He needs a little bit more help. And right now he doesn't have vision. Oh, Mister, he's going to walk back in, but he's got the heal going. There's going to be an Earth Spike. No, because the Stomp is there. They're even going to use an Earth Splitter for it. Frugos just forced away from this one, looking for... Oh, he's stuck. He's in a bad place. Iron Shell on his face. Oh, there's a heal, though. And is he able to get a nice Earth Spike? He's going to need one to get out of this one. Maybe he denies himself to Roshan, but it doesn't matter. The last Spirit, it finishes him off.
He was like, Roche, take me, but he didn't even make it into the pit. Down up, first 10 kills will go to your memers. Nicely done. Wow, Cryptic's even watching this match. Kick ass.
All right. So we've gone through the first couple minutes of the game. Zingle's had a great early game. This is kind of a strength of the meme regime. If you let Zingle have his way on the top lane, he's excessively good at farming, and he does pretty well. He's already 4-0, and that's a pretty ridiculous for him. Generally, he's the other way around. It's 0-4.
An under 14-minute Battle Fury, level 11 already, and his Omni Slash is back up. This guy's ready for action. That also means he can bring a full healing ward to the fights too. He probably needs one more piece of gear. Right now, he's basically just got a farming item. So going into fights right now is incredibly risky. But they're making so much space right now. This drop strat is not working so far. They have gotten 0 towers. 0 at 14 minutes. This is if they can't ramp this up within the next like 5 minutes, this jug is just going to be a monstrosity.
It should be pretty easy for Jug to play against this once he gets a couple of items up. Oh, Lion looking for the stun. He'll let the Omni Slash on foots it. It does manage to finish him off, and there's no grave here from the Dazzle at all. Kim Jong-il running in, heals up T1E. They've got a ton of damage for this. Let's see when they drop down the rock. They've got it. Kim Jong-il's got to get it off. He'll hit it only onto the OG, but that's more than enough. Sonic Wave is going to take down Reaper quite a bit. T1E jumps on his face. He's got a hat. He's got some damage, and this Dazzle has no HP.
One of the nice things about this draft for Meme is that they did that with 4 players, by the way. So there was a 4-on-5, and they still came out ahead, courtesy of like just massive team bite and wombo combo. Zingle is here, a very fat Zingle now. But they did that with actually no, I'm sorry, excuse me, that was 5-on-4. So Soggy, actually, when they are peaking with massive team fight potential, they actually did not bring everybody to the party. That's a huge mistake for them, actually.
Yeah, and the Centaur, he should be doing a little bit more work for them. And with that team fight win, the meme regime just go right into the Roche pit, drop the kitty on the high ground. They should be taking this guy down.
It's going to take a little bit. Looks like they do have some wards for it. They are clearly seeing them go into it now. And they do have all 5 in here, so they are kind of vulnerable. A Sanity's Eclipse right about now would absolutely wreck 2 of them. Looks like they're smoking. They're going for it. They don't have everybody here, though. Stampede is down for 10 more seconds, and Centaur's nowhere nearby.
Oh, Spirit's going to hit a couple of heroes. It's going to throw out a Stomp, and it will hit on the WWD. They don't catch out the Lion. T1E might have gotten caught out. He's silenced. There's going to be a wall down. Vacuum on the 2. They don't have a rock for this one, but T1E just absolutely blown up by the finger. Frugos getting chased down. Iron Shell finishes him off. Mister, he's dead, but another Stomp. It's hit on the 2. WWD, he sucked for a little bit. Can they take him down? Otherwise, the foot set, he's nearly dead. Is he going to get taken out? He's got the link on him, and yeah, it will be not quite enough. He's actually down to 20 health. Zero trying to TP away. And is the Juggernaut? Oh, no crits, man. Not enough. And it's a 4 for 3. Juggernaut keeps his Aegis.
I'm sorry about that. Zero just coming in and doing a really good job of just playing bouncer for his team. They needed him about 3 or 4 seconds earlier, but he does get the Stampede and get in that fight a little bit earlier. That Fatal Bonds was making it so hard for Futsa. He wasn't able to get in on a lot of those kills in that assist gold because the Fatal Bonds, he went back and forth about 2 or 3 times up the high ground where that bottom rune was, and it was just very indecisive on whether he could go in or not because he was hanging around under 150 hit points with Fatal Bonds still going. So that pretty much zoned him out. But they still managed to get pretty much everybody on meme, though. It's nicely done.
Yeah, they did. And it would have been a good fight for the meme regime if they had the rock up. They'd use that in the earlier fight at bottom, so they did not have this one up. They had a good vacuum on too, but just really wasn't enough in that situation. And the smoke here, I mean, maybe they catch out the Dazzle, but Dazzle breaks the smoke on Outer Titan. There's going to be a stomp. Dazzle doesn't have enough move speed. He's going to get caught out. Omni Slash available. Does Zingle go for it? He should be having enough damage, but Grave is going to make it a little bit slower for him. Gets his armor decreased. T1E gets a dagger, and I'm not sure how much he wants to chase this one down. Reaper gets the charge away, and T1E, there's no silence here. Frugas moving up very far. Another stomp might be there. Juggernaut finishes off the tower. Zingle moves forward once again. This Spirit, he wants some blood.
Zingle's still got Aegis here. Frugas hanging up on the high ground. G's ready for him though. They are charging.
Oh yeah, they want this Lion. They're going to stomp on him. They've got a tower to go up against, and Earth Splitter is going to keep him there. Backing back into it. They've got a ton of damage, and that TP does end up getting canceled. I think they've given up their Lion for death here. It's going to take a while still.
Yep, best to let him go. Space created those heroes working on that top tower with the return, doing some extra damage. Should be able to get that down before they get anywhere near this tier 2 in the mid.
There's a TP though, so Zero's going to be forced out a little bit. Doesn't want to play too much against the Darkseer WWD. He's found them out, but he's going to get stomped. Oh, T1E's been silenced again. Slowed down. He can't really play against this. A nice rock keeps him alive for a little bit more longer, and an Omni Slash, it's on the 2. The OD saves himself for a little bit more, but it's not going to be long enough as the rest of his team. Ooh, Shallow Grave. I still think it's another death, and OD, he didn't TP out. Double kill for Zingle, and this should be an easy 2-2 tower for them.
9 kills in a row for Zingle. I don't think he has not died once yet, and he still has Aegis after all that. That's going to be almost a full Manta after this is all said and done. And they've got even more late game, so this is just going, things are just going memes way at this point. You think they're going to, well, the timers are a little too tight for pushing high ground, but he still has Aegis. They're pretty worn out though. You think they're going to go for it?
Yeah, I think they should go for these 2-3 towers. There's still a 20-second respawn on OD, and they have a lot of sustain with the Juggernaut damage as well as the healing ward.
And the tower does fall fairly quickly. 10 seconds left to go. Wall will come up as a deterrent.
Yeah, zoning wall from
out.
Mister. Puts his Hurricane Pipe showing off. Charge is going to be used. They have us Blink available, but it doesn't actually put him in range to get a stun. And, well, I don't know what that stomp was from G. I guess he thought that Soggy Mitts might keep going on that, and becomes a little bit evident when you see how little vision they have of that area on the map for the Meme Machine. But they're able to back out here. One of the things that have been a problem for Meme Machine is their retreat, and they get a pretty good one there.
One thing is worth mentioning, we didn't actually mention a natural mech and Greaves picker upper. We now have a full Greaves done, so that's 3 forms of sustain and heal that Meme have. I mean, honestly, they're doing well for themselves. They've already got the tier 3 mid down, so that's not much of an issue anymore, but sieging up the other lanes is going to be fairly easy at this point with the tools they have.
Well, you say that's going to be easy, but they're stealthily waiting here. Zero's ready with the blink and the stun. See if he's able to catch out Zingle, who has been a little bit slow with the Blade Fury at times this match.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They are circling.
He's going to go in. Maybe they catch someone out. In fact, Kim Jong-il, he's going to tank the gank for his team. He's been fingered, but that's most of the damage already done. G's ready with the Earth Splitter. Maybe a stomp as well. Dazzle's been killed. Earth Splitter's going to go in. Puts not going to get caught by it, but T1E, he's going in here. Zero. Oh, T1E is in a bit of trouble. He's taking too much damage here. Zingle killed the Drow Ranger. Does he actually want to go in? Maybe a stomp, but Zingle's just gone. So is G. It's a 2 for 2. And quite a bit of gold going the way of Soggy Mitts.
I mean, literally, when you have a Juggernaut that's this far ahead, I mean, when Gust is almost entirely ineffective because of Blade Fury, and there's just, I mean, he's even got a Hurricane Pike, but literally, Zingle's whole job is just like, I'm going to stick to Drow like glue, and there's absolutely nothing he can do. Just runs him down, whether he's with the team or not. He just runs him down and gets himself a kill. It's really hard to deal with that at this point. They need a little more on the 4-step side. It might be even time to possibly think about some form of a Ghost Scepter on their Drought, just to give them positioning at this point, just so they can ride out the Omni Slash and or just reposition with the extra time that you buy, and then hopefully be able to fight from there. Otherwise, it's nothing but high ground. You just got to hold your high ground a lot longer. Now we have a 22-minute basher.
Yeah, Zingle's been out of his mind this match. He also has some Manta Style to get out of any silences that might be going on. And he's got some Magic Immunity there as well. Oh, stomp hits on the Reaper. He's kept there for a couple more seconds, but the Dire side, they're going to actually back out of this one. Blink and the stomp, it hits Zingle. Is he going to be able to stay alive?
Jesus.
Yeah, he gets the hammer dropped on him. That's a godlike streak going down, his first death of the game. And they're going to go in here, going for G, cashing him out. Oh, the Rockets get dropped onto WWD. Astro in prison is going to be taking down the other 10 at the end of this. And T1, he's been silenced, has to blink away. He goes into the trees, and there is no vision of this. Zero, he's got to go in. He's got to get the blink. He's forced staff through, but T1, he's still there. Futsa, he's found the Kim Jong-il. Peter's dead, but T1, look at this spot, man. He's just going to sit there and watch.
He kind of hesitated there. It looked like he was hesitating. He wasn't sure if he wanted to go back in or if he wanted to go through their jungle to go back further or go straight for the tier 2 and then make a run for it there. It looks like a little bit of hesitation in the heat of the moment. And yeah, Beyond Godlike streak is gone. That's over 900 gold swinging to WWD just off that kill. And they can finally get to work on a tower with some drow damage.
Yeah, they'll get to work on it, but their wave did get cut by T1, so they won't have too long. And well, maybe they'll be able to get the tower because of the lack of personnel for the meme regime, but the stomp does hit. Earth Splitter is going to be there. Will the vacuum hit? But oh, the nice Earth Spike from Lion interrupts Mr. And OG goes to the high ground. Super aggressive. Mr. almost dead. He's got the Young Slash on him. Bash, bash, bash. He's dead. Futsa has to back away from this one. Zingle spinning away, chasing him down. Is he able to find anything? Another beautiful Earth Spike from Frogos. Stops them in their tracks. And only the OD for the Darkseer.
Nice exchange, yeah. Getting a little bit greedy there, a little overconfident. The OD going up there without his frontliner there to take most of the damage. He's still pretty vulnerable if they get on top of him. Keep in mind they got 2 Hurricane Pikes for kiting on Soggy now. But even then, it's still pretty easy to just go ahead and burst down. I think the whole Omni Slash was eaten by him. Yeah, just not respecting the respawn timers and not respecting, kind of misplaying the timers on the ults too.
Maybe he wasn't expecting the basher either. Range Track's possibly going to be taken by Zingle. Oh, Jaw Ranger gets the Hurricane Pike away, pushing Zingle away from the Range Tracks. But even then, it's not going to be the best pickup here for the meme machine. Zingle's forced into the Blade Fury, and he's getting damaged here. The Stomp, it's hit Zingle.
Nice
He might have fed again.
2 in a row. Another almost 400 gold. Almost
Another
500.
Stomp, OG cancels it, and he doesn't get hit. Now Frogos, he decides to just forgo the Earth Spike there. They're going to go for Peter, hoping that he's a better kill. They have enough for him. There's no way that he gets out. And it's 2 kills for Soggy Mitts. I have really no idea why they went for that there. I mean, they've only taken down the ranged racks. Definitely was not worth it at all.
Not worth. It's starting to look like a bot match with the ping pong going back and forth here at this point. They did go in before the Rock was. The Rock has really been their linchpin in this whole thing, and their positioning with Kim Jong-il has been really good, making sure he's in the back line. Get ready to drop it whenever they come on him, but without that, they got a little too aggressive and paid for it.
And I feel like they're going to pay for it with their racks. I mean, this raiding side is going to have so much armor. OD, so much damage to G. He's forced to use the Yule Scepter to get from the air, backing back into 2. And T1, he uses the Sonic Wave. He gets silenced a little bit here. Futsa can't really stay in too much, and a nice Hurricane Pike away gets him out of range of the stun.
That Sonic Wave almost totally ineffective, though, as far as, even though with an Aghanims, it's just not doing enough damage anymore. The good news is that you're going to be able to use it a lot more often. You can chain it up with the Rock and everything more often, but we're definitely seeing the Queen of Pain drop off at this point in the game.
Not this time.
Smoke picked up for the Warlock. Roshan is back up. So Soggy Mitts, they could just back up and take this. The Stomp hits on the 2. It actually canceled the TP of the Centaur, but
nice.
I don't really see the initiation opportunity here too much for the meme regime. But up they run anyway. Zingle gets stunned out. A charge away. T1 thinking about going for the Sonic Wave. He pump fakes it. And the Stomp. Reapers going nowhere. Vacuums back into a death.
Yeah, honestly, they didn't exactly. I wouldn't call this one a case of just sticking around too long. They were trying to get out, but that Stomp from the Astral Spirit was about as far as you could physically go before the timer runs out. And then you got a Stomp for 2 on the Secret Shop. It was really nice. It went literally all the way back to the racks.
He's been turned into a fish again, stunned up. So much damage from the OZ. He's been fingered and absolutely violated by WWD and Lion.
Fingered and violated?
Yeah, both of those.
Mm.
Yeah, it was pretty Shreddy in there. G, he's being blinked on by WWD. Blink, Hurricane Pike forward. G, oh, that's a hammer, and Mist is going to take the brunt of it as well. Triple kill for WWD. Drops the hammer on top, and he stops him. Now on bottom, we've got to charge away, and T1, he's been stunned up. Is there going to be, well, the silence is on cooldown, but they don't even need it. That's 4 kills on the meme regime. They were looking so good on this map, but everything is going wrong for them right now. Soggy Mitts, they bring it back within 4 kills, and well, they should have a pretty broken base soon.
Yeah, unfortunately, they have all their ults up, but they don't have any people to do it. They still need the one. I mean, they could do it with 4. They have decent enough combo with 4
Stomp
people.
on the
but-
Kim Jong-il.
oh,
Too far up
beautiful
once
blink.
again. Blinked forward. There is no getting away from this triple combo from the Radiant side.
They have so much. They have so much dive, and they completely didn't respect that. He was practically all. Yeah, he pretty much was all alone the entire time there, and they had 2 blinkers and multiple hurricane pikes, and he just got got on.
Well, as the sponsorship is in question for Peter, the Soggy mid side, they're going to take most of the racks here. They'll take another melee racks. Unfortunately, the tier 2 top is still alive, so they can't go for the full raxing. And with the heroes respawning, they don't really want to stay here too much. Zingle looking for something as he just runs forward, maybe looking for the OD, but there's a small chance that he gets the bashes that he needs, and even then, the OD might not take enough damage.
The amount of innuendo that's going on in this stream right now is pretty intense. A full raxing, that sounds like some of the roleplay that we were talking about earlier.
That's pretty
It's
kinky.
a veil for the Queen of Pain. Speaking of which, I like the pickup. She's a little more in the utility role right now because she's not pumping out much damage. Also, a little bit behind in the levels too, as far as the carries. About 3 or 4 levels behind, depending on who you're talking to.
Yeah.
the veil's a good pickup.
The veil was actually picked up very early for Queen of Pain. That was like her first item. But, I mean, that is the problem with the Queen of Pain. You just have to be so far ahead in order to be effective. And as soon as his team starts doing badly, he's really got no avenue back into this thing.
It's a risky play by Meme here. They see it coming a mile away on this Roche, and they are starting to circle around. The vultures are circling in the sky from every direction.
Yeah, the vultures.
It's not going fast enough.
They could easily pick off 4 heroes. Maybe you don't want to fight into the meme regime team fight, but there's just so much for Soggy Mitts right now. And Centaur, he's in the air. He's going to go for the charge. He goes right in. Double stun from the Lion. Where's the stun from Centaur going to be? Wall gets put down, but it's really hit on to nothing. Foots is just going to retreat from it. OD's put up into the sky, and he's not killed G just yet. He goes to the high ground. Stats himself up there. Now a Sonic Wave on the other side. It's cleaned up the Dazzle, but the hammer gets dropped down once again. Zingle's out of mana, and he's got absolutely nothing. Rock gets dropped down a little bit late, and this Rock is going to easily get taken care of. Double stun from Zero, and he becomes a 1 here, as it's a full 5-man team while Soggy Mitts take it right out of the midst of the meme regime.
Yeah, like you said, that rock was totally late. They needed that, BKB piercing stone. They needed that so bad. I'm not sure. I mean, it looked like they were so so focused on gluing themselves to G that it looked like Kim Jong-il actually had the opportunity to drop it. I did not see whether or not they were zoning him out or not. He was up on the high ground by the Ancients the whole time too. And full raxing, like you said, is happening. Oh, they're going straight for the
There's
the
no
throat.
reason to take all of them. They'll just go for the tier 4s right now. Force out the buybacks that they can. And both Zingle and T1 use theirs. They're going to go for the... Ooh, they can't even get the line. He blinks away. There's no chasing this guy.
He net
Oh, a
worth
stomp
is,
in onto 2. Zingle caught out again. Zero. He's got so much damage. The perfect initiation. G has been turned into a fish, and they ignore him. He just gets taken to market. Goes for a stomp. Hits on the footset, but he's back up once again. Vacuum back, and maybe G stays alive. Fortunately, that Earthquake not hitting, but they don't even care. Zero goes right between the tier 4 towers, says, I'm taking this game for myself. I will hit these towers with my axe myself for now. And the rest of this team will help him. This will be game number 1 of the best of 3 going the way of Soggy Mitts. It looks like a great start from the meme regime, but it just could not hold out. They went for a high ground push, and not going to happen there. And they lose this match 1. And we'll see if they're able to change it at all in game number 2. We thought they might have had the better draft here, but in the end, Soggy Mitts just able to outlast them with the damage. And Frugos, he just taunts him inside the base, turns on his Ghost Scepter, and he takes a kill on Darkseer. Mister is dead. And so are the rest of the meme regime as this game ends.
I'm about a half chub, maybe about 2/3 chub from all that hype that just came out just about for the last, I don't know, 2 minutes or so. Just thought I'd point that out. Anyways, I think the big thing was Meme Regime. They had a lot of wombo combo, but they were a little bit more wombo combo dependent, and it just seemed like their ults weren't timed properly. It was a scream here and a rock here and an omni slash here, but when they came together in the early to mid game, they were doing beautifully and doing really well with it, and picked up a 5K lead. And unfortunately, the staggered ults was really their undoing.
So in the end, Soggy Mitts, they just snatch it right out of the clutches of the Meme Regime, and they take a 1-game advantage in the game number 2. That's going to do it for the first one. I'm Pathian, he's Kairos. You can follow me on Twitter at PathianLegume, as well as on twitch.tv/PathianLegume. And follow this guy, Mr. Kairos, joining me for this one. You can follow him on at Kairos_casting, and he's got a lot of cool things on there. Does a ton of matches, so give him some love, guys. And we'll be back with game number 2 in just a few moments. Stay classy.